New at 4:30, getting guns off the streets is taking center stage in Portsmouth as city leaders deal with a wave of shootings in June. Alex Littlehills has new details on what some community leaders have in mind to curb the violence.
Doing nothing isn't an option for Ron Taylor.
Because it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to keep a safer community.
Not when he sees the gun violence that's surrounding his community.
If people are volunteering to bring them in, turn them in.
Taylor, the president of the Hampton Roads Black Caucus, is one organizer behind a gun buyback event here at the First Corinthians Baptist Church in Portsmouth on the last weekend of June. The gun buyback comes weeks after a string of shootings in Portsmouth, including a quadruple shooting on Maple Avenue last week that killed 4 people. But Taylor says the timing of those shootings is a coincidence and speaks to the larger issue of gun violence in the area. He's worked to coordinate this event before those happen.
Because that's one firearm that our law enforcement do not have to worry about. And the 2 that we have done in Norfolk and Virginia Beach, close to nearly 80, 90.
In a span of 7 days, 12 shootings broke out across Portsmouth. Taylor says people can exchange any kind of firearm for a monetary return. Taylor doesn't have a quota he's trying to meet when it comes to how many guns he wants to get off Portsmouth streets. He says even if he can collect 1 illegal weapon, he feels he will have done his job.
We say, what can we do? We just can't sit on the sideline and not do anything.
Coming up on 13 News Now at 5:30, you'll hear from the pastor helping host this gun buyback event. He weighs in on the city's crime this month and why he wants to help. In Portsmouth, I'm Alex Littlehills for 13 News Now.
The gun buyback event is from noon to 3 on June 25th. You can read more about it on 13newsnow.com.